While a makeshift memorial is growing outside, new details are emerging about the deadly shooting rampage inside Kirkwood City Hall. Police say Charles Lee Cookie Thornton stormed into a city council meeting Thursday night and opened fire.
The meeting had just started and everyone had just did the Pledge of Allegiance. And we were sitting down and I heard a shout from the back of the room and I recognized it as Cookie Charles Thornton's voice. And I had heard him yell something about a gun.
2 police officers, the city public works director, and 2 council members were killed. The city's mayor and a newspaper reporter were wounded before officers shot and killed Thornton.
The thing that I feel most bad is the people that didn't make it, and there was no reason for that. I mean, just seeing him shoot someone without regard, it's just that shouldn't happen in this world.
Friends and relatives said Thornton had a long-standing feud with city officials. Just 10 days ago, he lost a federal free speech lawsuit against the St. Louis suburb. And he previously received 150 tickets against his demolition and asphalt business. Gerald Thornton says the legal setback may have been his brother's final straw.
It led him to believe that he only had the actions of declaring war against the persons that were causing this strife in his life.
Thornton left a note on his bed which read, "The truth will come out in the end." His family believes the note reflects the brother's growing frustration with local leaders. But Arthur Thornton said his older brother wasn't a violent man.
He's not a mean man. He's a loving man. And this was a violent act. It's not Cookie.
And Arthur Thornton offered condolences on behalf of his family.
That I am truly, truly sorry. You know, it's a very sad event.
Missouri's governor has ordered all flags at state facilities in St. Louis County to be flown at half-staff to honor the victims. Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press.
All right, peace and blessings, all praises due to the Most High. Ecclesiastes 7:7 says, surely oppression makes a wise man mad. And that is what I think about when I hear of the story of 52-year-old Charles Lee Cookie Thornton, who was the perpetrator of that shooting in Kirkwood, Missouri, which is a suburb of St. Louis, 2008, where he shot 2 city council members, 2 police officers, public works director, news reporter, and the mayor, before being killed in a shootout with police. Now, they're going to tell you that the Cookie was a madman and he just snapped. But there's a deeper history, a deeper culmination of events that led up to this situation. Now I'm going to play you 2 more videos, but first let me give you a little backstory and an explanation on why Cookie felt like, as his brother said, he had to go to war against the city government. Now, they were born, Cookie and his family were born in a place called Meacham Park. And Meacham Park is a little, I guess, town or suburb of the major city of St. Louis and Kirkwood before Kirkwood annexed them. Now, it was a pretty low income area, a lot of black people. But in the early 90s, Kirkwood said, we're going to annex you guys into the city. Now, first, a lot of the residents were opposed to it, but Cookie was one of the ones who advocated for the annexation. And one of the reasons that he advocated for it that they're not telling you is because the city leaders and the people he would talk to, he was very involved in the community, but they were promising him contracts for the annexation and the building of a new development that was, coming to Kirkwood, and Meacham Park would be a part of that development because that would also be a part of Kirkwood. And so Cookie or Charles began to advocate for that, believing that the city and the people he had talked to and the city leaders were going to give his construction company some of those contracts for the upcoming project. And so the annexation happened and Cookie didn't get the contracts that he thought he was supposed to get. So, of course, he began to complain. He began to show up.
I want to give all the praises.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom to the mighty Akim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this foul captivity, as well as the speckled bird who looks like the other nations but are actually Yasharah. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson. And today's lesson, this is a very serious thing. You heard, especially in the very end, what happened. This guy, he wanted the place to be torn down so that he can rebuild and make the community better, make it have change it from the projects to actual finished project, because he had his own construction company. He had everything ready and set to tear everything down. And then after he tore it down, he was going to use his company and use the funds from that the government gave to him in order to build things better. But apparently, after because he was the community did not want to tear it down, but he was saying, yeah, let's just tear it down. It's fine. I'm a construction worker. I have a construction company. I will just build it and make it better. So then when everyone said, okay, fine, we'll tear it down, we'll allow you guys to tear it down, then they tore it down, and then broken promise. Basically, what happened was, after they tore it down and fucked it up for everyone, they said, oh no, we're not giving you anything. We didn't promise anything. And basically, they lied, because that was the only reason why he was willing to tear it down, was because he thought that he was going to be given the opportunity and given the funds and resources to make everything better for our community. But clearly they lied, which is what they always do. Esau always lies to us, and he never wants any good for us. So as a result of that, this is what you have, where this Jake got so mad, he just got so fed up with all the stuff that was happening. He just went in and took so many people's lives. And I mean, can you really? I'm not gonna say anything, but basically, you get the picture. When we're constantly being lied to, we're constantly being taken advantage of. It just gets to a point where you just lose it sometimes. Anyway, Sirach 12 verse 10. All right. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And that's the thing, where you have these people, and honestly, again, this is why I can't truly feel sorry for him, because even though he had good intentions, he had wanted to help our people, all right, in the only way that he knew how. Ultimately, this goes to show that you can't be trusting Esau Edom, because Esau is always trying to find either some loopholes or just outright lying to our people. All right, lying to even his own people as well. How many treaties? As a matter of fact, there was even, I forgot, there was even the America. How many treaties? How many treaties has America broken? Over 370 treaties were valid, and that's just with the Native Americans, so Slovakia, in general, total. More than 500 in terms of everything. Hold on. Oh, this is just with the Native American treaties. I'm trying to look for the ones globally. Global treaty. Alright, whatever. It only shows the stuff that they broke with the so-called Native Americans. But yeah, of course, that's Israelites, and that's what we get as Israelites for trusting our enemies. And again, thinking that this is our rest, which let's actually get that first. Micah chapter 2 verse 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction. Where this world, this kingdom is not our, it's polluted, it's actually let's get that as well. The blood, wait, it's the land shall not be cleansed. I know it's in Isaiah, I think. Oh, never mind. Is not Isaiah. Numbers chapter 35 verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So basically, the bloodshed pollutes the land, and we are on land that is polluted with blood, and the land cannot be cleansed until the blood of the one who initially shedded the first blood, all right, is shed, all right. The person who initiated the first bloodshed, so their blood needs to be shed in order for the land to be cleansed, all right. But yes, we still haven't gotten that. Okay, we haven't gotten that, and the land is still polluted, all right. But that's what we're waiting for with Yahawashi. All right. Now, Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Where again, this is exactly what's going on, where you have these Israelites or Jakes, whatever, that are going to Esau and looking to Esau for help, for deliverance, for basically everything. All right. Now let's also get this in verse 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because he despised Slakia. Verse 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because he despised this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly and instant. Basically, those that trust in oppression and perverseness, okay, that's when they're gonna be like all their security is gonna just drop, just like this person, was surprised when, oh wait, where's the funds, where's the thing, where's the resources, I thought I was going to be able to do this and third, like the rug is pulled right under you, right from under you. All right, that's basically the thing that happened and is going to continue to happen, especially with other Jakes that trust in Egypt. Okay, they don't trust in Yahawadah, don't trust in the power and in the power of the Lord and what the Lord can and has done for us in general. All right. So yeah, this is just some things. Slakia. There's just some things that to kind of make note of and to understand how. Slakia, and to understand how how the Lord works. All right, like you shouldn't be if you are trusting in man, trusting in perverseness and wickedness over Yahawadah, then you can't expect security and what's it called? What's it called? Prosperity. That's the thing. Security and prosperity. You absolutely cannot expect that. You can't expect that because there's never, men lie, but Yahawadah does not lie. All right. So continuing on, Proverbs. No, hold on. Let me see. Where is it? Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Basically, the thing with this is Esau has a perpetual hatred, so of course he's not going to want good for us. And of course and the thing is that was a predominantly so-called black neighborhood, so of course they did not want good things or nice construction and all that stuff. He was basically it was basically everything that they did not want for our people. So of course he was not going to get that, and he just basically crashed out simply because of that. All right, Slovakia. Continuing on. Proverbs chapter 26 verse 25, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. All right, so this is the thing where when we are looking to when we hear the words of our enemy, Esau, Edom, or whatever, or any other heathens, okay, we should be aware that, okay, you know what, we need to know that, okay, you know what, he has a history of lying. He clearly does not like us. He might be saying this type of stuff, because that's the thing. Esau, clearly, he only said, yes, sure, fine, we'll give you the money, we'll let you do this, we'll give you the thing, just make sure that, allow us to take everything down first. And then that's when he's like, okay, cool, thank you for that, and stuff like that. And it's just like, okay, well, when the time actually comes for him to build stuff again, then it's like, okay, well, where's the thing? I need this stuff so I can start. Well, no, we're not doing that anymore. We just lied to you in order to make you in order to get what we wanted from you. That's basically it. All right, that's the MO of Esau, Edom. Okay, and that's why it says never trust your enemy, because it doesn't matter when he says, oh yeah, we're gonna do everything, we're gonna make sure that you're taken care of, make sure you have all the resources and whatnot, and then he just backstabs you. All right, that's how Esau works. Now, next, Proverbs chapter. Hold on. Okay, Proverbs 20. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm about to sneeze. Okay, never mind. Proverbs 29 verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So that's another thing. When the wicked are in authority, they are abusing and misusing the people, hurting the people, making things self-destructive rather than constructive. Okay, making us destroying the people rather than building up. All right, you have these people that are in charge of us. All right, that aren't trying to help us, or they're not trying to make things better for us. They're trying to make sure that we continue to suffer. All right. Sirach chapter 14 verse 7, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. Basically, whenever something seems like it's good, it was probably a mistake, or it was unintentional, or he was because that was the thing with what's it called? What was that? The abortion laws. All right, the only reason why they stopped the abortion laws was because their people were suffering more from it comparatively. All right, even though having abortion make it, I think I don't know, I forgot this statistic. I did check the statistics one time, but I forgot it because I haven't been talking about it or thinking about it at all for the longest. But I think the primary users of abortion clinics are so-called black women. I'm pretty sure, but at the same time, there was still a lot of I guess Edomite women that was using it. So I think they said, okay, well, this is fucking up with our procreation, so we need to stop it altogether. And while that might be a good thing for so-called black women, black people, it's not. It wasn't done saying like, oh yeah, we need to help the so-called black community. No, it's just a byproduct of it. All right. I already read this. So yeah, that's basically it. You really can't feel too sorry for this type of stuff, because we've been saying that you cannot trust your enemy, you cannot trust this devil, because he's always lying. And on top of that, as a matter of fact, let me get that, because there was a whole thing. What was it? Because I remember reading somewhere that someone said that just because America has broken so many treaties, that's not an indication on whether or not America is a good or moral state, which that is absolutely ridiculous to say. Let me try to read this skim through this right quick. Okay, whatever, I'm just gonna stop. But basically, I did remember seeing that somewhere. It's like someone did say, just because they broke so many treaties, that is not an indication on whether or not you should think badly of America. Which that's basically how they are trying to, I guess, wash away their white guilt or something like that, where it's like, even though we did something, we're still the good guys, we're still good people, we know we messed up, we know we did X, Y, and Z, but we're still the good guys, right, guys, right? This, that, and third, where it's trying to salvage the image that they push out to the world, where everyone views them as good people, but in actuality, all right, and even when stuff like this is brought up, even they know that, okay, you know what, maybe we're not actually good people and whatnot. So yeah, that's basically it. I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawadah, Yahawashi, Yahawadah, double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, the Bible, and Shalom.